Hello and welcome to PS Best Friends, episode 55 for the week of June 5th, 2018. As always, we are the PlayStation podcast by the community, for the community. We come to you each and every Tuesday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation news you could possibly need. This week, we're back, and we got, it feels like just yesterday when we started this podcast, we were doing our E3 predictions, and here we are, 1 week away from E3. 2018. So stick around for topic of the episode. We haven't been doing a lot of topic of the episodes lately, but we are bringing it back for this episode. We're going to be bringing you all of our E3 predictions. But before that, we do have a lot of news for this week, actually. A lot of pre-E3 announcements and leaks and all that good stuff. But we couldn't bring it to you without all the... fuck. 3, 2, 1. We couldn't bring you all the weekly goods without Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And the Brooklyn bad boy, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that in for the video.
Go fuck yourself. I'm cutting it out.
What
have you guys been playing this week?
So continuing off of last week's discussion, once again, I'll keep it spoiler-free, 100%. Beat Detroit. So I remember I was saying stuff about like the ending. Will the ending hold up? Yeah, that's kind of been like a consensus around the critical reception that the ending is a little not the best part of the game, kind of like falls, like drops in quality, I guess. I would say kind of the same, not that much though, and that if this was a worry for you, like, oh, people are saying it has a bad ending, I still highly recommend playing this game. The beginning, middle, even, I mean, the end is good, not great. Like it's outshined by the first two parts. But yeah, my final scoring recommendation on Detroit is 8 out of 10. Rent if you have GameFly, pick up cheap, or buy if you're going to replay it.
What cheap for you?
I'd value this game at
$30, $40,
35, 40, because you can replay it,
If I had, let's just say someone has the Gamers Club Unlock discount, and it's $47.89, $48. Would that be okay? Or
if you're a GCU member, yeah, I definitely recommend it. It is a great game. I just kind of wanted to bring that up.
So pretty much go buy it. That's what you're saying, people. Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to bring it up again after I beat it, just to say like the ending's not as bad as people say. It does drop, but once again, not that much. But yeah. What about you guys?
So I have lost my soul to Stardew Valley.
Damn.
I've put like 20 hours in the past like week and a half into it. I can't. I don't know what it is. I just can't stop playing it. I wanted to play State of Decay 2, and then my brain was like, if you're gonna play a game where you're just doing resource collecting and shit, then just fucking play Stardew Valley. And then Miguel and I we played some H1Z1 over the weekend. We got a crazy win in duos. It was pretty awesome, where it was just like the whole entire end of the game was like Mad Max, where it's just everyone's driving around in cars and quads and shit. It was
jumping
awesome.
Out, shooting, jumping back in,
crazy.
And driving
so
explosions are left and right.
So playing that, I picked up Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. I got it for Switch.
How much is that?
And it's $10. There's no gold trophies, let alone no platinum, so I was like, I'll just get it for Switch. It's pretty good. I mean, if you're a fan of Castlevania games, you're going to like it. If you're not a fan of Castlevania games, it doesn't really do anything new, per se. Maybe, like, it's cool. Check it out if you're into older, classic, retro-style games. If not, maybe pass on it. Wait for, like, the actual, like, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, I think, is going to be the actual, like, full release game.
Have you played any of the first 3 Castlevanias?
A little bit. I never beat any of them. I played a little bit of Castlevania 2. The one I put the most time into was Symphony of the Night, which I know was not one of the first.
Else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's the only Castlevania I've been.
So, but it's definitely not like Symphony of the Night. It's like an NES style Castlevania, but it's very good though.
The next one will be the Symphony of the Night one, like the main one.
Yes, it will.
Miguel, anything?
State of Decay. Play more of that.
Okay.
I know it's Xbox, but fucking game is great in my opinion. There is one thing that I'm kind of bummed out that Anthony kind of called it. The multiplayer. Like, you have co-op on it, but I wish it was more of one actual, like, consistent map and up to 4 players could just like go in there and help out and go back and forth instead of joining pretty much Anthony joining me, and he could only help me, and if I'm not playing, he can't join back and like keep helping.
Basically, I just become a character in his world.
Yeah, which is
and I
kind
could
of stupid
earn
in my
like
opinion.
points towards my base, but it's not actually doing anything else towards my base. So I said that from the beginning, and I got yelled at. So
But that's always Miguel's.
Calls it like a
all the
season.
stuff that you jump into Miguel while you're playing with him, Miguel keeps all that
oh
progress.
yeah,
it's
because
all
it's
for me,
his
though.
it's his instance. It's like, you know how someone can have like in Minecraft multiplayer, like you're the host server. I can't like ever go into your server unless you're open. That's kind of how it is.
Okay.
Yeah. But just okay, but I mean,
It would have made
could
it
have been
way
open.
cooler
It'd
if
be
it
better.
was an actual like
Yeah.
if you could have like a
just imagine I'm in playing and I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and Anthony like 2 hours later comes in and he's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is this?" You know.
So you're saying it would be better if it was separate from your single player maps, but
Yeah, it was like a multiplayer but combined.
okay, that's interesting.
yeah. So like if you could basically have like like your own server,
A private server. Yeah.
that would
what
have been
I'm
cool. But
That
I mean, the
would-
game
yeah.
is fun. I dabbled a little bit last week. I think I mentioned it. It is really
Oh,
cool. It's just
man.
one of those games. I don't know how long I would play it for. You know.
Yeah, I feel you. One of my main characters almost died, and I was panicking, man. Fucking zombies almost got him. I was like, no. I was like fucking screaming, don't die, don't die.
There's permadeath, I guess.
Yeah, there is,
That's
dude.
cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And his
Yeah, your
stats
character
were
does
like really
good.
high. Like I have 5-6 characters, and 5
So,
of them are pretty high. And
I
oh
didn't
man,
really
I was,
play. I didn't really play
funny.
the first game past like the demo.
Uh-huh.
What happens if all of your characters at your base die? It's just game over,
pretty much
and you just have to make a totally
start
new
over
game.
again. Yep.
That's crazy. It would be cool if it's like you started a new game, went to the same area, and then all that stuff was already there. You just had to start over with new people. But I doubt that's how it works.
H1C1, I played a little bit more of Call of Duty. Like I said last week, it's crazy how the game is just much better since the other 2 guys left. Got promoted for whatever reason.
Oh, World War
Instead
II.
of demoted.
The news
Yeah.
story we said a couple months ago, I guess.
True.
Um,
I got this, an upgrade.
Oh, an Elgato
Yeah.
HD60S.
Yeah,
Capsule.
I got an upgrade. I recorded some gameplay for Fortnite, and I'm gonna put a video out with my thoughts on Fortnite during the week. So check that
As
out.
it stands now, so season 4 of Fortnite. Now, you should do a comparison to what you thought of it in season 2.
Oh,
it is drastically
yo, you're
different. 'Cause I
gonna like
think
what I'm dropping, bro. Trust me. You're gonna
What?
love it.
We'll see.
What capture card did you have before?
He had the
The
normal
30?
HD60.
Okay.
Oh,
Regular
you only
one.
had the 30? Damn, I thought you had
Yeah.
an HD60.
Um,
So that's the one I have, where you can watch it. It monitors like live. Like
Yeah, I
ultra
mean
low
it was
latency
the
on
same
computer.
price. I was like, why not?
yeah, pretty much the number is just the frames.
And I got the chat link. I don't know. That's to separate the audio, right, for the PS4.
Yeah, so you plug it into the controller.
Yeah.
And this is PlayStation Best Friends tech support. So,
Yes. 101.
But yeah. So not much, I guess.
I want to get Bloodstained too. I know
Yeah,
it's
it's
10
good,
bucks,
man. I mean,
and
if
wanna
it's
stream it.
I recorded like the first like chapter and a half of it, but I don't know if I'm going to use it because I'm really bad at it. Apparently, like okay, so the first time, like I used all my lives the first time and I was real bad, and then the second time through I did good. So
Yeah, you gotta get used to it, man.
yeah, that's,
An old game, you know.
like I literally recorded my first
new
time
game.
playing it. So
I also jumped back into Guitar Hero Live.
of course you did.
You guys ever play that one? This was the
Oh.
they tried reviving it back in I think 2015. Not that bad
That's the
Still
one
pretty
with
cool.
the new guitar, right?
with the new
Like
relatively, yeah. The 3 on top, 3 on bottom.
yeah.
Very cool. I mean, it didn't catch on, of course, just because it was so like different, and didn't bring over all your other old peripherals like Rock Band 4 did. But
Well, it was a totally new controller.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was only guitar, no drums or anything like that. But yeah, that's still a fun game because I just remember that because I have the dongle sticking out of my PS4 right now. Which is ridiculous that it's still required like separate
Well, it's
USB
to give it
wires.
low latency. That's why. Because
But-
Bluetooth isn't true low latency.
Wouldn't Bluetooth or whatever.
Well, that's why the
DualShock?
headset for. I don't know if it's actually Bluetooth in the controllers though.
Oh, so maybe the DualShock has like better maybe that's why the DualShock's more expensive. I don't know.
Because that's why you need an adapter for the computer. Remember?
Yeah, true.
Because you can't just use the DualShock Bluetooth to the computer.
Oh,
Anyways,
one quick thing before we get into the news. Jeffrey, you been playing Destiny still?
Yeah.
It's a yes or no question.
Not as much. I kind of just go for the milestones now.
Okay.
Because the grind is really whack.
All right, cool. Why is it that people are pissed off again at Destiny? It's like every other week it changes, which is it's hilarious to me. But it's like,
well, okay, so he's talking about Fireteam Chat specifically.
Because it's hilarious how they change their mind.
For clarification on who he's talking about being mad at every other week.
True, I guess.
It's we're not really mad at the game as much as individual things. So like this week there was a fucking issue where a drop that's supposed to be rare and not frequent, people thought it was just super rare, but no, it was just bugged and wasn't dropping at all. So people were just grinding this strike for dozens of hours, and then they come out like a day later like, oh yeah, for some reason the Nightfall exclusive drops aren't dropping. It's like what?
Nice.
But
so we're gonna talk a bit more about Bungie later in the show, though.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so
that's the one I want to talk about a lot in the news.
It is not time for I mean, we can't even segue that one because we just said something that it will be time for, because it is the Islander Report.
God damn, we are doing excellent with this episode.
Do I still say my part? I don't know. I'm lost.
It's almost like we went back in time and it's
blah 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 blah. Captain's count. 12 items. 12 items. All right.
Should we just restart the show at this point?
No,
let's keep going.
This is content. From PlayStation Blog by James Hallahan. I'm wondering when this guy's going to get on to the Blogcast. He's always writing a bunch of articles, but never on the Blogcast. Sony announced the new PlayStation Plus games for next month, headlining the list with XCOM 2 for PS4, Trials Fusion for PS4, Zombie Driver HD, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier for PS3, and Atomic Ninjas and Squares for Vita. No cross-buy stuff this month. Interesting, but not bad titles.
XCOM 2 is the highlight, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know what Squares or Atomic Ninjas are for Vita.
Pretty good too, so.
Future Soldier was a great game on the PS3, yeah.
The thing is, it's not that it's a bad game, it's just that I just don't care. Like, just get rid of the PS3 games already. I just don't care.
No shot.
I could say the same thing with Vita. So, I mean.
Yeah. That actually might tie into one of my predictions.
VR and PS4.
But XCOM 2, I never played it, but XCOM 1 was very fun. I enjoyed that. And Trials Fusion, they had it on Xbox Gold, the Trials Blood Dragon one.
Blood Dragon, yeah.
It's good. I actually did play Trials Fusion also. I don't know why I didn't say that. I gameflied it like years ago. But that is cool.
Gameflied Trials Fusion. What a waste of a rental. What?
Yeah, right? It was boxed. I think it was a month, or like there were no games. Like this game just came out. I'm like, I'll see.
Like there was just nothing else to play.
Yeah. But yeah, solid list. It's no banger. I
think XCOM 2 is a big game. I think that's a very good plus game.
I guess. What was last month? Mad Max? Or was that 2 months ago?
That was, I think, 3 months ago at this point.
Fuck.
Last month was Detroit, not Detroit.
Was it April? Yeah, Mad Max, I think, might have been April.
Beyond was last month. Beyond and Rayman.
Yeah.
Oh, which also, what I played this week, I jumped into the first, 5 levels of Rayman Legends. Such a great game. If you're, having that classic Mir Anthony sitch where it's you're just looking through what games to play, jump into that game. Art style is amazing. Gameplay is just fun. Quality hit.
Unless you're actually like me, and then you just end up playing Stardew Valley.
That too. Next up from PlayStation Blog by Mary Yee. Sony released a new limited edition PlayStation 4 on June 8th, part of the Days of Play promotion they started last year. The limited edition PS4 sports a solid, not solid gold, but nice gold symbol, matching a blue controller and 1 terabyte hard drive. It will be available for $300, but we don't know how limited it is going to be. So we're actually saying this is a hot-looking console compared to their other special editions.
The console, I'm not a huge fan of the console. I don't think it looks bad. I just wouldn't get it. I like the controller.
I'm a big fan of blue, so it looks hot. Hot for me.
I like its basic design, not basic, but simple, but stand out. Like the blue with the gold sacred symbols. Some other deals, part of the Days of Play, will be a PS4 Pro at $350. And I think I saw an AIM controller for $30.
I think
the
it's
aim
I think
controller
it's
is
50. Yeah, it's
50 bucks.
$49.99, yes.
Which I
and
do need to pick up one of
Controllers,
those.
The move controllers are gonna be 80. The DualShocks are gonna be 40.
Still too much.
Yeah, but I mean,
Still too much for the
Pro-
move controllers, but the aim.
the
I do
Pro's
want to.
gonna be 350.
I'm stuck. I don't know what to do for the aim controller because I want to pick it up for Firewatch, but I don't know if I should buy it now on sale
Firewall.
or get or Firewall. Firewall. Yeah, we always have that issue where we say the wrong game. I don't know if I should pick it up now while it's on sale or get a bundle with Firewall when it drops. You know what I mean? Like I just don't know what to do.
Probably the
because I don't
bundle,
know if they're
I
going to
think,
do a
would be-
bundle.
Probably, yeah.
I think that.
I don't know if they're going to do a bundle though. That's the thing. Is like I don't think they've announced a bundle. And is that game on Oculus and Vive? Because if it's on Oculus and Vive, why would they do a bundle?
I think that's I think that's exclusive.
I'm
But
not sure.
also, you could get a PSVR bundle for $200.
Great deal.
And this is all going to be at all stores, so that's always a pretty cool thing. So check that out, Days of Play. Next up on other PlayStation blog news, E3 is almost here, and PlayStation announced another year of PlayStation E3 Experience, which is the thing where you could watch the press conference in a movie theater across America, and I think some foreign countries as well, some international countries.
Yeah, there's Mexico, Brazil, some in Europe too.
France. I would assume probably France.
So yeah, those are awesome. I've definitely talked about them on the podcast last year. The Paris Games Week one, you can see the posters in the back behind me that they give out there.
Wasn't that such an awkward time on a weekday?
Yes,
I would go.
yes,
if it was
yeah.
like Saturday or Sunday, I would go. But it's like such an awkward time.
The Paris Games Week one was like a Monday morning. I mean, this one's at Monday night, so that's even better. But yeah, I highly recommend if you're hesitant, if you don't have anyone to go to, if you think it's gonna be awkward, guess what? They give you $10 PSN credit. So worst case, you're getting paid to watch PlayStation trailers on a big ass screen. Next up. From Kotaku by Jason Schreier, Fallout 76 has been announced by Bethesda Softworks. So this, of course, was polluted by a weird live stream for like 12 hours of just a bobblehead. And then the trailer, which shows off a vault.
Nothing really.
Yeah, it's like a panning around the vault, talking about like Reclamation Day and stuff. And the song, what was the song? Take.
Oh, it's Country Rome.
Yeah,
Country
Road.
Roads.
And they
Had
say
that
West
in my
Virginia
head for a
in
week
it.
and a half. Yeah, do you ever see Kingsman Golden Circle? Where Merlin sings
is that
it
the second
towards
one
the
or
end.
First one.
Second one. Merlin sings it towards the end of the movie. That's like immediately what I thought of when I saw that.
But yeah, so Jason Schreier came out making sure to letting people know Fallout 76 will be a online survival RPG heavily inspired by games like DayZ and Rust, according to 3 people familiar with the project. Jason, of course, is very believable, very credible source. So I guess don't get too excited for a standard Fallout experience, but don't. He also says on his podcast later,
the
he's
word
like,
is a traditional Fallout experience.
traditional, yeah. He also kind of said on the Kotaku split screen after, he's like, yeah, I feel like I reported that a little weird. I shouldn't have said like you'll be disappointed if you're looking for a traditional. This is what Jason said. He should have been like, you'll be excited from this new take, So I think it's gonna be interesting, very experimental.
So someone told them to change it.
No, he just thought about that himself. He's like, I feel like that was a very negative spin. But yeah, I'm excited for this, honestly. I mean, like I always say, there are other games you could play in a series if you like the way they've been. So it's not like Fallout 76 is going to erase Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, and then like you can't play them anymore. So if you're looking for a traditional experience, they still exist.
I get why people like these games, the Fallout series. They're just really buggy, man, and they look really bad. I don't know. I don't.
See, I think that I gave Fallout 4 too much crap because I was playing it yesterday on the Pro with super sampling. It doesn't look great, but it looks a lot better than I gave it credit for. Because originally I said it just looks like Fallout 3 on PS4, and it looks a lot better than that.
Yeah, go check it out on your PS4, your regular one.
Why would I do that when I have a PS4 Pro?
Yeah. And
Why would I do
You're
that?
comparing it. I mean, go check it on the PS4, and then talk to me.
it's
Then
still. I mean,
compare it
I
to
put
the PS4
80
Pro.
hours into it. It still runs well. The only issue I would say the
Just bad.
the only issue I would say is loading screen is forever.
Miguel, what are you talking shit for? You said you played it for like an hour and sold it.
2 hours.
Oh,
2
sorry.
hours, get it right.
Definitely a large enough sample size for a 200-hour sandbox.
It's just buggy, dude.
So Miguel, now you're kind of the opposite of most of the audience right now. Are you more interested because it is online Rust DayZ-like?
Not really.
No.
Well, he didn't.
I
don't
would
think
have
you
to see
played
it
Rust or
first.
DayZ.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I guess. I gotta say, like PUBG are inspired by those. So you same idea.
You know what would be funny?
Not really.
That's wrong, and it's just like a battle royale.
Dude. If it's a battle royale game, I'm gonna be real pissed.
That
would be
would,
hilarious that you have to craft stuff and stuff like that.
yeah, that's another thing that is kind of hindering my
And
excitement.
build your shelter.
I mean, no, Fallout 4 had that.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And I
It would be
hated
a
that. I thought
combination.
the
It
control set was
sounds
really
like
bad.
it's gonna rely heavily on base building stuff, which no one liked.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see.
We'll see what's going on with that. Next up, Sony has released a colorful PS4 theme in celebration of LGBT Pride Month, which begins in June. You can download the theme officially called for all the players for free right now via the PlayStation Store. Features a rainbow aesthetic, brighter and more colorful menu icons, as well as a colorful signal boost of the PlayStation logo. I gave this a download. I didn't apply it, but I just looked at it, and it looks very nice. I like the
I gotta go
rainbow
get it.
color. A fresh,
Cool
maybe
looking.
I'll apply it because like a fresh take on my PS4. Right now, I'm actually currently rocking the Moss Dynamic theme. What are you guys rocking as your
Moss.
themes?
I got the BioShock anniversary.
I got.
So it shows
on my-
Rapture when you're looking at your games menu, and then when you look at the settings menu, it shows Columbia.
Nice. I got on my base PS4 Horizons
Okay.
theme, and on my Pro it's the God of War.
limited edition one.
Yeah.
Like that one was cool. With
Yeah.
like it's just the Thunderjaw.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one. Tay has that one.
Have you guys ever considered making like how you could just put any picture as your theme as the background? Listeners, if
'Cause I
you
like
do
the
that,
dynamic theme.
let us know. Send it into at PSBF Podcast on Twitter.
Let me know if you want a high res PS Best Friends wallpaper for your PS4.
Oh, 100%. That'd be cool.
I have a 5K wallpaper if you want it,
Oh, 5K. Oh.
because my iMac is 5K.
Yeah, let us know if you have your own custom wallpaper and what it is. We'll be very interested. Next up, God of War is on its way to racking up 1 billion views on YouTube in record time since its release on April 20th. Data analyst Matchmade reports that God of War amassed 728 million views on YouTube by the end of the month. If it maintains its momentum on the platform, it will be on track to break 1 billion views by June or July, making it the fastest game to reach the milestone in YouTube history.
And I assume they're like gaming, right? For gaming only. And they're talking about the trailer, because there was a couple things that I like. Are they talking about the trailer for God of War?
Yeah,
or they're
fastest
talking
game
about
to reach the milestone. I think it's talking
Or
about
is it
Such a
overall
weird statistic.
God of War content. So you know how like you
That- okay,
choose
that's-
what game
okay.
you're playing like on like a YouTube video.
Mhm.
So I guess anything with that labeled.
Okay, because I was a little confused with this. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. I think definitely it is attributed to Let's Plays and content like that.
Yeah. And it's
people
good.
watching
It's a
this.
good
Very
time for
weird
God of War.
statistic
so-
though, but good for God of War.
Yeah, a little surprising. I mean that like Call of Duty wouldn't be faster, or like Destiny or Fortnite, a game like that. Well, I guess not Fortnite couldn't be fastest, but interesting that a single player is having the most watch time. You know.
It
What I
might
guess-
be because of
Good.
the extra stuff after the game, like how to beat the Valkyries or how to like
See,
get
I was
this
gonna
armor or
say,
something like that.
I was gonna say, it could be all the people that don't own a PS4, like people that
Yeah.
own Xboxes, that want to see what
True.
it's about before they buy it.
And hearing
Sure.
literally so much about it because it's really like the
Yeah, exactly.
talk of the town in
Yeah.
the game industry. So if you're missing out on
Could be.
PS4, if you're a PC owner or something like that, you definitely would want to watch it. Very cool. Congrats once again to God of War. Next up, Bungie has partnered with Chinese tech giant NetEase for its future projects. As detailed on a recent blog post, the partnership will help Bungie become an entertainment company which can, quote, explore new directions and build new worlds. However, the studio didn't share any specific details about what these projects might be and whether any new game beyond Destiny beyond the Destiny franchise is in development. They did say also in the blog post that this won't stop Destiny development anyway, that it's a separate team, that it is something else completely. They're still fully invested in Destiny for the future.
That's PR speak for we can't give up on Destiny until Activision lets us out of our contract. I think Bungie's pissed at Activision. I think that it's clear that that Bungie has been through a lot of trouble with the Destiny franchise, and I'm sure Activision didn't help by probably putting it in their ear of put more silver shit, like put more Eververse shit in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if once their contract with Activision is up that they go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's very interesting. They're trying to become like a publishing studio. If you read the post,
like they want to become Bethesda, basically.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess
like a Bethesda type.
Yeah, I guess they just want to start publishing games. I don't really know why.
I mean, why? Because of Activision.
Yeah, I guess they want to publish their own games and then publish other ideas they have as well. Interesting announcing it now. Seems maybe it's some business thing that it has to
Writing
like some legal thing.
Wall. Oh yeah, it could be maybe like a fiscal year thing.
Yeah, but and NetEase is a weird company
share
also to
holders.
partnership. NetEase are the guys who do Rules of Survival on the iPhone.
So they have money then.
Destiny for iOS is coming.
Yeah, no, they have China money. Like what was the deal? Like 200 million, I think.
I think it was
Something
100
like
million.
that, yeah.
It was
Or
100 million.
100 million.
Was the number, yeah.
But yeah, this is interesting. As a Destiny fan, I don't know. I feel weird about this.
It's dead. Pretty much. Isn't it?
I think you'll
And
see
they're
another
gonna give it
studio
to a
take over
different
Destiny,
studio,
just like
obviously,
how
but-
343 took over Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Activision will let the name Destiny ever
No,
die.
Destiny will
I
stay
mean,
around, but the quality is going to dip, definitely.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
mean,
if-
more than what it is now.
That's yeah. I mean, I feel like it has potential to be in better hands. But
Wow, really? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It just seems like something in Bungie just isn't
But you
working.
could have said that since the Destiny 1, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the Destiny fan bases are very forgiving. We like to give them any second
Yeah,
chances.
we know this. I know this, dude. You could probably give him another one, too.
But yeah, so this is probably the first and like last time you'll hear about the story from probably another 3 years or something until something actually comes of it. But cool that this
Telling you,
is...
until Bungie terminates their contract or their contract ends with Activision.
Yeah. Next up, Ubisoft has confirmed Assassin's Creed Odyssey is real and teased more information will be revealed at E3. So early this week, a keychain got leaked that said Assassin's Creed Odyssey and had a little Spartan helmet. And then like a day or two after,
That was
Please
the
never
same day.
change
it was the
Ubisoft.
same day, was it? That's
It was the same
hilarious.
day, yeah. It was a couple
Please
hours
never
later.
change Ubisoft. It's unreal. What was the record? It was
I think 13 games have
It
been.
was like 13 or 14
leaked.
Assassin's Creed games were leaked before they came out. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, but then they just showed a teaser. It's going to be set in ancient Greece, and
Hyped for the location. Hyped.
yeah, looks cool.
Plus, Jared Petty on the Kind of Funny Games Daily Show got me even more hyped because he was talking about all his knowledge of ancient Greece and shit. So, I'm excited.
Yeah, I for some reason I thought they did
I
Greece
like
before,
this
but
setting
maybe it
out the
was
gate
Rome,
more
maybe.
than out the gate. Like the initial like reaction. I was more excited for this than I was for Egypt. Egypt, I was like, cool. Like, I don't know, like.
I don't know what I was expecting from it. That's why, probably.
I mean, when
So
did
it
they
was
go
the
to
same way.
Asia? Like, I feel like that's.
I know
that's
people have
still-
been dying for
Yeah.
a fucking
I'm
like
I'm
a
surprised
feudal
that
Japan
they have.
Assassin's Creed game.
I also wonder which team this
They
is.
might be moving that way, bro. You never know.
Which Assassin's Creed team this is. Like, what game did they do before? You know, because it's not the Origins
I mean,
team.
they have a bunch of studios and they all work on it?
Yeah, they have a bunch of but there's like you could
Yeah,
see.
I
Like,
wonder if it was the Syndicate team.
it could be. Yeah,
Now, question for you
hope
guys.
it's not the Unity team.
Because if they release it this year,
I heard Unity
It's
was
gonna
good
be-
once you got past the bugs.
Possibly. I heard it
Right,
looked amazing. I'll give it that.
is it going to be buggy? Because usually one is really good and then the second one is
depends,
buggy.
'cause
And
if
then
the studio
next year
was-
is...
If this is a different studio from Origins, then you would think they've had more than a year to work on it. So I think it'll be all right.
I don't know. Guess we'll see when it comes out.
I was really hoping that they would put their money where their mouth was and say, all right, it worked giving a year off of Assassin's Creed, let's do it again. And it
Yeah.
seems like they're not doing that, which kind of bums me out a little bit because I kind of wanted a year to play all the other shit coming out this year. Because now it's like, shit, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it's dead. like who's going to play it with this game coming out now on top of
I
all the
am.
shit in October?
Yeah, no, I think they're spaced out. Shadow's coming out September. This is coming out in October or November.
Most likely
But
November.
think of how much shit's coming out in October now. We have Red Dead 2. We got fucking both Battlefield and Call of Duty a week apart. Like,
Yeah, but you say that last year
Shadow
even.
of the Tomb Raider.
And
Isn't there another game coming out in September? And you don't even say anything about anything because whatever the bullshit DLC for Destiny 2 is going to come out in September, and you're not going to play any of this other shit because you're going to be playing Destiny.
I don't know, man. We
don't know,
we
man.
all
I'm
make time to
calling
play
you
the
out in
games.
September, you fuck.
I'll be playing Destiny 100%, but even think last year, Assassin's Creed, Wolfenstein, and Mario all came out on the same fucking day, and we all played all three of those games.
But Mario and Wolfenstein you could beat in like a cumulative 16 hours.
I don't know. Somehow,
I mean,
Actually, no, Wolfenstein was longer than I remember.
for Battlefield and Black Ops in October, you guys could probably gamefly them and play for a week and send it back, because that's what you guys did last year.
I
with
think
World War II
I'm
and-
gonna want to buy Call
so-
of Duty, but yeah, Battlefield I'll probably rent.
yeah, I don't know. Whatever. This is coming. We were actually having a small discussion about why it feels like all Assassin's Creeds always come out in October, but then I did some research, and actually a majority came out in November.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like 5 in November, 4 in October, so I mean, it's close.
But I don't know if you felt like all Assassin's Creed came out in October. Let us know.
They should push it to December.
That'd be crazy. Ubisoft doesn't really do December games. Next up, in
Rainbow
another
Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege, South Park, what else?
Something else did come out in December.
Yeah,
You're wrong about
I mean-
that. That's the point. Is you're wrong about that. Move on.
Fair enough. Next up in other games announced week before E3, Sega has announced Team Sonic Racing, a new racing title from developer Suma Digital. So these games actually are pretty fun. Why a thumbs down?
Because it's like, who the fuck
go
is,
fuck yourself, bro.
Like, well, you're getting this game?
Yeah,
No, you're not.
I'm getting for the Switch too.
Nice.
Okay.
Um,
Mr. I brag about not playing my Switch for 5 months.
no,
Yeah, I
this is
turned it on the other day. All right.
this is actually
Had
a
no
really
battery.
good Mario Kart clone if you do not have a Nintendo
That's the thing
console.
is, like, if I'm going to play a kart race, I'm just going to play Mario Kart. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, cool, like, I guess, but I'm just going to play Mario Kart.
If Activision wanted my money, more of my money, CTR. Just saying.
we'll get
So
up
that's
to
the other
that
thing
in
too,
the-
but it's Sega, not Activision. so.
Yeah, let's run through the
I
next
know,
of these.
I know.
Capcom has announced Mega Man 11 will be released this fall on October 2nd with the new
They
trailer.
released a dope trailer for this. It looks really good.
Look,
Like, I'm
really
really
good.
surprised. It looks very good.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I think the new art style is different, but it's cool nonetheless. Next up in another game announced, Warner Bros. Games has officially unveiled LEGO DC Supervillains. The game is set to release October 16th on multiple platforms. LEGO DC Supervillains sees the Justice League disappearing and offers up an open world for the Joker, Harley Quinn, Deathstroke, and more.
and
so I
for
guess
the first time in the series, you're gonna be able to create your character and give it superpower or supervillain powers, I guess.
That's it. That's
Which is pretty
crazy
cool.
how
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's cool.
they haven't had to
Yeah.
create a character.
This game has kind of been telegraphed for like months and months. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
nice
years.
that it's
dude.
finally confirmed.
Well, I mean, it makes sense why there was a game called LEGO DC Superheroes.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't this one of the infamous like Walmart leak games?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you said, I mean, it was part of other rumors, so once again, like it could have been just going on based off of that. Last up, PUBG Corp, the subsidiary of Korean publisher
funny.
Bluehole and the studio behind PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, has reportedly filed a lawsuit against Epic Games for copyright violation over its own popular Battle Royale game. Fortnite, Fortnite. That's the other game they're suing. The Korea Times reports that an injunction has been filed with the CL Central District Court alleging copyright infringement against Epic Games Korea. The suit, which was allegedly filed in January, was created to, quote, to determine whether the latter's Fortnite was copied from the former's. So this is interesting. Obviously, it's like whack that, like, hey, not all Battle Royale games are yours, PUBG. PUBG also, you kind of copied other games. Also, Fortnite, also PUBG, you're running in Unreal Engine, which is owned by Epic. But I think the big thing where Bluehole's going to try getting Epic in court in a legal dispute is how they used their name in some of their OG marketing material, if you remember that.
Where it's like PUBG.
It was something like that.
Oh, like we're fans of PUBG, and they were using PUBG pretty much for everything.
Yes, I think that's where they.
Yeah, I do remember that when they first announced it. And they're like, "We're huge fans of PUBG, so we decided to make our own game like that." It was something like that. I'm paraphrasing. That's a good point, but I mean, how much can like? That's not really.
I mean, they could say that it got popular because they were comparing it to PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Yeah, I don't know much about the law, but they could say like, "Oh, you're using our."
Well, so it's
thing,
interesting. Someone mentioned, I don't remember who it was. Someone mentioned that they have to do it in Korea because the American laws don't allow for this type of lawsuit.
Huh.
Yep.
So, I don't know anything about that. So I would, if you're interested, research it more. Don't quote me, but I heard something along the lines of that.
Korean law. But yeah.
But it's funny that both of the games are published or owned by that big fucking China corporation. I forgot the name of it.
Tencent.
Tencent.
So
is the money gonna just transfer, I guess, or what?
Fortnite isn't Tencent.
Yeah, the mobile version was.
Oh, there you go. I mean, it's still part of it. I know,
this is
but
between
it's still
Epic and PUBG Corp, though.
I know that.
No, those were just the studios that developed it for mobile. They didn't publish.
No, I think Tencent's the highest. I think Tencent's the highest of companies.
I know Tencent has something.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on that. In which case, I don't know how.
Epic, yes, it does.
Two subsidiaries could sue each other.
It's very strange. This whole relationship between PUBG and Fortnite is very strange.
This is going to be those classic news stories that don't.
It owns 40% of
This is the new Sega versus Nintendo.
Really? Tencent owns 40% Epic?
Yeah.
That's okay.
So it's not a majority shareholder.
It's not a majority, but it's still. I don't know how that works. Once again, but that is funny, 100%. So this will definitely be those news stories that pop up every couple months, and it's like, oh, what's the update on this? We'll see it for a couple years.
Yeah.
But there you have it. That is the news. Let's move on over to the list of PlayStation games coming to every possible PlayStation platform, as read by your best friends for the week of June 5th, 2018.
I'm proud of you for everything else we fucked up this week. You at least got the drop right for once.
But you fucked it up then.
Smoothly went into it. First up, we have Awkward PS4 Digital out 6/7.
What the?
Now I actually did some due diligence and looked into this game, and it actually looks pretty cool. Play at your own risk. At the end of the 1800s, the government declared a global ban on this legendary card game due to an increase in bar fights, divorces, and family feuds. So I watched some gameplay. What it essentially is just a the fuck's that game? The party game that people play on the TV. It's part of the pack.
Party Link.
You don't know Jack?
Yeah, like one of the the Jackbox, like a Quiplash game type of that. It's essentially those, but like rated M, and like has a cool art style. It looks just like a fun party game, honestly. Awkward, the name is Awkward. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle PS4 Digital Retail. The Elder Scrolls Online Somerset PS4 Digital Retail. So this is a remake of the first Elder Scrolls, I think, Arena or.
They're adding the location to Elder Scrolls
Online, to ESO. Homestar VR, PSVR Digital.
Homestar Wanna.
The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, PS4 Digital. MotoGP 18, PS4 Digital. Onrush, PS4 Digital Retail. Perils of Baking, PS4 Digital. Riddled Corpses X, PS4 PS Vita Digital. Roller Coaster Legends 2 Thor's Hammer, PS4 Digital. Roller Coaster Legends 2 Thor's Hammer. That's a name that when I read, I had to YouTube and figure out what the hell this is. Essentially, it's a VR roller coaster sim that takes place in Norse mythology. So, like, you're going on, like, the Rainbow Bridge and shit, and just, like, going, like, around mountains and stuff. I looked pretty interesting. I mean, if that's
but it's probably going to be $40 though.
I think I checked.
If this was like a $5, if it was like $5, I would get it just to check it out. But yeah, it's one of those things. That's the problem with VR games is a lot of them look really cool, but are way too expensive. And I don't blame them for putting that price because it's like you put a lot of time into developing it. But for me, for the amount of time I'm going to put into it, it's a bummer. So we'll see.
Not even that. Also, I think a bigger issue is like, are you going to get sick? Is this a game that's going to feel comfortable with the VR headset? That's why I feel like they have to.
Is it a PSVR?
It says PS4, but then the video I was watching was totally.
If it's not a VR game, that's a waste.
I mean, I think it has a VR mode. That must be.
Who would want to play that not in VR?
Yeah, right. A roller coaster sim not in VR. If they could create some type of demo system or trial system just to see if you could just play the first 5 minutes of the game. Shape of the World, PS4 digital. Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn, PS4 digital. A vessel floating down a river contains an orphan baby boy. He is found and adopted. As he grows, he learns of his true identity and destiny of greatness. That is a great description for Shaq Fu. And last but not least, Vampire, PS4 digital retail, London, 1918. You are a newly turned vampire, Dr. Jonathan Reed. As a doctor, you must find a cure to save the city's flu-ravaged citizens. As a vampire, you are cursed to feed on those you vowed to heal. That is, of course, by Don't Nod Entertainment, creators of Life is Strange. And that's about it.
I'm waiting to see the reviews for Vampire, but
Same.
cautiously excited for it.
If the reviews are higher than
Just 7 or higher, I'll play it.
7 or higher, I'm gonna buy it that day when it comes out. So
Yeah, it's a solid list. I know Onrush has some popularity. People are into it. I just don't know enough about it. It was shown off at Paris Games Week, I think, right? In the pre-show.
I'm not
Is
sure.
that the game that was?
I think, yeah. I remember seeing a bit about this game. I'm just not informed on it, but cool.
It
if you were
sounds
excited.
familiar.
But yeah, there you have it. Those are the games coming out this week, and let's move on over to the TOTES. Totes.
Now, so we're going to do our E3 predictions. We do have some predictions from Nate Hicks, who is a Patreon backer. Do we want to read those first, or do we want to do ours first?
Let's do ours first, so it's not like we're ripping him off.
Okay.
But yes, let's just get into it. So we're going to do 3 PlayStation conference predictions. So these are things that will happen during the E3 press media briefing, which, I forgot to say, announcement I will be at. Your boy, Jeff Mizrahi at PS Best Friends, or actually Jeff Mizrahi, because the name on the fucking badge was spelt wrong. And
nice. I feel like I hear that happening a lot with E3.
But yes, I will be there in person.
You should
live tweeting.
check if you're able to get in there.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna send an email if I don't hear back, because I left a note, whatever, holding. And so these are gonna be 3 predictions that will happen at the media briefing, not before, not after, during the hour, and then we're going to 5 predictions which will happen across the whole week of E3. Could be at Microsoft's, could be at Nintendo's, could be in the pre-show, could be
something showing on the floor.
Another dude outside of the fucking convention center.
Yeah.
All right. So we all are prepared. Let's just jump into it. Anthony, give us your first PlayStation.
Right, are we doing snake order, or are we doing clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise, let's do it.
All right. So my first prediction: Resistance 2019, not made by Insomniac.
Sorry, you have these written down. This is some behind closed doors.
No,
I
don't.
So we could write them down, just so we could have them.
I have them written down like on my own personal thing.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool.
I'll copy
so
them after. Resistance
Gotta write stuff
2019,
down
not made by
2019.
Insomniac.
Not made by Insomniac. All right, I could see that. Death Stranding shown will be a lengthy video, portion. We will question if it was gameplay or just cinematic, and we won't know. There would be no confirmation if what we saw was gameplay or not until after.
That's kind of a safe one.
Miguel?
My first one. None of the big 4 titles they're showing are gonna have a release date. None of them.
Not one single one.
So Last of Us 2, Death Stranding.
Not even a window, like spring, fall.
No, nothing.
Nothing at all. Okay.
What's the other 2? I forgot.
I
Death
think
Stranding, Last of Us, Days Gone.
Days Gone's not part of it.
Oh, what was it? What were the
I think
is Dreams
Spider-Man
one of them?
was. I think Spider-Man was one of them.
Ah, that's true.
So,
Fuck.
I mean, you
I
could
was
do all the
tripping
ones
that
that
one.
aren't dated.
So pretty
you
much
could say.
the ones that are not dated are not gonna have a date. There you go.
not
Changed
even
it
a
little
window.
bit. I
Not even a
forgot
window.
Spider-Man was part of it.
Wait, so you want to specify which 3 games?
So it's Last of Us 2,
Okay.
Death Stranding, and Ghost of Tsushima. There you go. Are not gonna have a
Okay.
release date.
All right.
They're gonna
I
be
think we might
shown,
get a
but
window for Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't think a date.
You're saying no specific day.
no specific date, no nothing. They're just
All
gonna
right,
be
here's
trailers,
my
that's it.
here's my one that's definitely not going to come true, but one can hope. PUBG announced for PS4 exclusives crate for all PS Plus subscribers.
Wow.
Wait, repeat that again.
PUBG is announced for PlayStation 4,
Wow.
and all PS Plus subscribers will get a exclusive PS Plus crate.
Wow.
You get like some dumbass blue shirt or something.
I can see that. I can see that, but
Because think about it, it's been almost a year since it was announced. It was announced last year at Microsoft's E3 presser. So they can announce it this year, and then once the year deals up with Xbox, it'll come out. So maybe what did it come out? It's September, October last year for Xbox.
wasn't it in
December.
Like, yeah,
that
it was
late?
in December. Yeah,
They announced it that early for Xbox.
yeah,
Yeah.
they did. It was a little
All right, so I
stupid.
mean, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it, but I just didn't realize it was that early. All right.
All right, next up for me. This is also kind of safe. I'll spin it up with my third one, and that'll be the wild card. Spider-Man will be shown extensively, and the main focus of the showing will be a new villain. And that will be the focus.
So weak.
I'm going specific with mine.
Weak sauce.
Nice. Second one, let's see. I don't know if this is safe, but they're gonna show Dreams, and they're gonna give it a firm release date for 2018.
So an exact date.
Yeah, exact date. It's gonna release this year, but I don't know when they're gonna put it because fucking years. But it's gonna release this year.
Oh, this year as well.
This year, yeah.
Ooh. Interesting.
I mean, they could even release it as a beta, and it's out. So anyway, it's out in any form. It'll be released this year.
Okay. I definitely could see a beta coming first.
That's what they said like 2 years ago.
Yeah, right.
It never happened.
I guess supposed to be a beta in 2013.
All right, and my last one is Shadows Die Twice is Bloodborne's spiritual successor.
Well, I mean, that's
not true Bloodborne
really
2.
safe.
Not true Bloodborne
Oh, okay. That's a little spin in
not
there.
the name Bloodborne. Okay.
2. So the name Bloodborne is not in it, but it is a Sony exclusive.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
a spiritual successor, not a sequel.
Okay.
Let's get in the console exclusive.
Console exclusive, yeah. So it could be
Okay,
on
so it
PC,
could
but it
be
won't
on
be on
PC.
Xbox.
Okay, I can see that. Next up, I was going to go safe once again, and I'll say this, but this is not my prediction. I was going to say zero mention of services, no PS Now, no PS Plus, no PS View mentions, but I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with Infamous 1 and 2 Remaster.
See, I was going to do that, and then I went with Resistance.
You gotta go. You
'Cause
gotta
I
go
was
fun.
kind
You
of
gotta
thinking
go
that
fun.
too, but
I got a couple that I'm thinking about, but do I want to go safe for it or not?
see, it's so tough this year because we really basically know everything that's going to be there, you know?
So go wild,
that's
go
what-
wild.
Yeah.
There's
Like
no-
our
going
predictions
wild
are
then.
it's
Go
kind
I'm
of
wild.
going
tough.
wild then. I'm going wild.
All right.
Free PSVRs for everyone in attendance.
Huh.
Nah, that's not it.
That's a
That's
little
not it.
whack.
But that'd be funny.
I was going to say it's a little wacky.
That's not. No. I think they're not gonna mention PSVR other than a little teaser trailer thing with all the games in it. Like they're not gonna show anything major for it
For VR?
for VR.
Okay.
Just a little small little teaser trailer with like 5-6 games and that's it.
Okay, fair enough.
No, forget it. I'll stay. God.
Huh.
Nah, let's just keep that
You
one.
could replace it.
Okay, I'm going balls to the wall then. Shuka's gonna come out. He's gonna reveal the PS Vita 2 or whatever they're gonna call it. Just bam.
Not Geo? Not
Nah,
Geo.
One of the two.
It
But
would
I
have to
think
be Geo. I think it would have to be
that'd
Geo
be
if
more
it was gonna-
inexperience. But
If they announce
yeah,
a
let's
PS
go with that
Vita
one.
2, I
Let's go
will
with that
shit
one.
my
Fuck
pants.
let's
I will
go
need
with
to
that one.
change my pants in the middle of the fucking
a new
conference.
PlayStation portable system.
So it won't be called the Vita 2, but it'll be basically the successor to the Vita.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. One could
uh,
dream. One could dream.
Yeah, you get 3
Launching
points
with
if that one's
dreams.
right. If that one comes right, you get 3 points.
You win the whole entire thing,
You win,
regardless
yeah.
of how much we got right. Otherwise, if that comes
Dude,
true.
with them saying that they're only gonna talk about anything about hardware, you never know, man. They could release even the beta with better specs and without the back touch
And
port.
actual trigger buttons.
And dude, that's it.
Game over. All right,
Game
now
over.
let's
All right, time for our general predictions. So this is anything across the board. It could be on the show floor. It could be some guy told Jeff at some random fucking what was the thing you were thinking about going to down the street?
Atari.
Yeah, like it could be some dude outside chilling, like fucking Jay and Silent Bob from Clerks 2 outside the Atari
Free
showcase.
Ataris for everyone.
Yeah,
When it comes out.
That's a $200 Steam box. I don't know what they're doing with that. But
Dude,
yeah.
really. Okay, my first one. Now, you remember when Kojima came back at, was it E3 or was it the Game Awards?
Game Awards.
When he did the whole I'm back thing? And he walked
That was
down
Game
the-
Awards, yeah. But then when he
Okay.
But he came back before that, I think.
I'm expecting something like that for Michael Ironside showing up at the Ubisoft press conference to announce the new Splinter Cell game. And Michael Ironside will be back as Sam Fisher.
Oh, you took my fucking prediction. All right, cool. That's similar.
yeah, I had a similar
Good stuff.
prediction as well. Which I have some backups. I'll just say this one. I was
yeah.
gonna do Splinter Cell at Ubisoft stage, simply called Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, and its return to the roots. But I'll go with Avengers trailer shown at the Avengers game shown at Square Enix stage. Only
Not
a
at
year.
Microsoft.
Yeah, Square Enix. It could also be shown at Microsoft, but it will also be at Square Enix. Only a year is given, so 2019, 2020, whatever. And no gameplay.
No gameplay, just
No
okay.
gameplay, just trailer.
Wow.
Trailer year.
Wow.
Oh shit, I never finished my second thing.
What do you got, Miguel?
Fuck, I gotta come up with a new one.
I'm gonna go with Bethesda, and there's gonna be a small tease or a trailer for Doom 2.
Okay. A Doom 2 trailer, at least.
I was gonna do Doom as well. So that was actually a part of one of my predictions. My prediction was Bethesda reveals Morrowind VR and or Dishonored VR and announces Doom 2.
Okay.
So you can take the Doom 2 off if you want to.
Morrowind?
Or Dishonored VR.
Dishonored. How would?
Dishonored VR could happen. I mean, the Blink might fuck. The Blink actually would work great.
Because it's
For
an
VR.
ability in the game.
Yeah. Morrowind.
That one's kind of my wacky one where I'm like,
I like it. Next up, I'll go with. Let's get this in there. Yeah, let's get this in there. Justice League by Rocksteady.
Wait, what?
Justice League.
Justice League. Okay.
Justice League.
Instead
You're
of a
going
new
with
Arkham
Justice
game.
League.
I'm going with Justice League. Yeah. By Rocksteady, and that will just be that's a non-specific prediction.
Can I go with a
Yeah,
new
you-
Batman
You could
instead of?
you could counter
Because I was
with,
gonna
yeah.
go with a new, like Batman Beyond or something like that.
Yeah, that's you could do it.
Huh.
Or Superman.
I think that. Man, that's hard.
I just feel
No,
like they
I'm gonna-
want to do the Justice League.
There's gonna be something with it, but I don't know what though. Now I'm gonna change it to EA is gonna announce obviously their sports games,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna convert them to a service, pretty much, a platform.
Okay, so what I said last week.
Yeah,
All right.
I could actually really see that just because they're getting shit pretty much from FIFA players for the Ultimate Team thing. And they're fucking scared. I mean, they have confirmed that Anthem's not going to have... Battlefield's not going to have any microtransactions or loot boxes or stuff like that.
Anthem
I
definitely.
can see the same thing with Anthem. I mean...
Okay, so just the sports games will be services.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the annualized sports games will now be
Yeah, like
platforms.
FIFA... What is it? FIFA...
FIFA, Madden, NHL,
and
UFC.
yeah.
And
MLB
NBA Live. I guess. There's no MLB.
They don't have
Live.
MLB. Anthony, what do you got?
I thought long and hard about this one. It's happening. Nintendo shows Prime 4 trailer.
Nice.
It's happening.
I had something like that as
You want to
well,
put
but
a release date on it? Or-
Nope.
just trailer?
They're just gonna show Metroid Prime 4.
They're just gonna show them and that's it. Just show
In
the character
development.
and that's it.
Metroid Prime 4 trailer in development.
Well, I mean, no, they already did the bare minimum, so whatever we get has to be more than last year's logo, you know?
Oh no, it'll be a trailer. Like it'll
Yeah,
be an
yeah,
actual
yeah.
trailer. Like it'll be. I don't know if it'll be in engine, but it'll be some kind of a cinematic trailer.
Of content.
I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah.
they'll give a window, but I don't know what window it'll be.
They like giving windows, so I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised to see a window.
they'll give a window, but I'm not going to give a specific date range.
Solid prediction. What did I do? I did the 2 already. So let's go with it's been a while, and they announced this a couple years ago. They showed off a trailer and have been extremely quiet since. Dead Island 2.
Crackdown. Ooh,
Dead Island 2
Oh,
will
I was gonna say Crackdown
return.
3.
I don't. Maybe a stage. That's not part of my prediction. My prediction is just Dead Island 2 will be at E3. Will be.
In some context.
Yeah.
that trailer that they were, it was them, right? Like with the guy with a headband and he's running.
Yeah.
And
The
it
running
was
man.
them, right?
That must have been like
That was what?
2015, 14 or something.
It was earlier than that, I think.
Like it's been so long since Dead
No way, it
Island
was
2 was
before
announced.
this gen.
I get
Was it?
Dead Island 2 mistaken for Riptide.
Yeah, right. Riptide,
Like
that
it's
weird
been so
spin-off.
long, I just get them confused with each other.
I think it's time.
All right, Miguel.
Okay. Obviously, we know they're gonna talk about the Division 2, right?
Yeah, buddy.
They're
100%.
gonna release. It's gonna be a trailer. It's gonna be everything, and at the end, the Division Battle Royale, whatever they want to call it.
Huh.
There's gonna be a Battle Royale on it.
That will
I mean,
be
they already
Ubisoft's-
have
You think
some
we're gonna
people
get a
on
city?
it.
You think we're gonna get a city?
Was that?
Like, you think they'll reveal what city it's gonna be in? Like
oh
how
yeah.
Division
I
1 was
mean,
New York.
they have to talk about.
you gonna
the
predict
and
the city?
everything. Oh,
Chicago.
it's not gonna be in Chicago. Which I mean, they
Watch
do
Dogs in
already
Chicago
have.
already?
They already have Watch Dogs stuff in there, so they already know.
I don't know why. I
What
just
to do on
feel
it?
like for some reason just feel like it's gonna be Chicago.
need
I
to-
don't know why.
They
I don't know
need
why.
to. It has to be in a big city, and I think Chicago.
Dude, Seattle
already
would be
have-
dope. I think. I don't know.
I'm just gonna go with the Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
Alright.
That's
Division
a-
2 Battle Royale mode.
I'm
That's a
trying to keep
specific
it
enough.
safe. I mean, they already have survival.
We'll have a
Survival's
Battle Royale mode.
mix of
It's
it,
not. That's
so.
not gonna be the game, but it will have a
Oh no,
mode for that.
it will have Battle Royale. That they're gonna end their trailer or their like.
Really, all they need to
presentation
do
with
is just
that.
expand on survival, and they got it.
Yeah.
All right, my second to last one. Fallout 76 will not have a Switch version, and will have an ESO style ecosystem.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No Switch version is the main part, but it also will be in the vein of Elder Scrolls Online.
But this is only 76. So like Fallout 3, that's being rumored to be Switch remastered.
Yeah, the only thing
That's
I'm
out of
saying
it.
is Fallout 76 will not be on Switch. I'm not saying other Fallout games won't be on Switch.
Word. And it will have ESO-like traits.
Yes. It'll be
Solid.
similar to ESO as far as it being an online kind of MMO-ish game.
So now we're starting to get into stretch territory. Microsoft shows off a new Japanese IP. Whether this is exclusive, being published by them, second party but exclusive, multi-platform on Microsoft stage, they will show some Japanese IP. This is kind of coming from when they did Scalebound a couple years ago, and I feel like there's always that, like, every couple of years you get like Microsoft trying to do a weird Japanese thing just to maybe get some pull in that market. And I think now is a moment in time where they need games. I think they're gonna try bringing that audience in.
Okay. Miguel, what's your second to last one?
Here, this is probably. It's not gonna happen, but it'd be cool if it happens. They're gonna show a new trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Okay.
And it's coming next year.
Now, do you want to specify where they'll show the trailer? Because last year they actually did they show
Doesn't
the trailer
matter.
during the conference or was it after? And everyone was all,
It was during the conference.
during?
It was
Okay.
done. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it
But
was
they
like
gave
that
way more
weird,
details.
Yeah.
weird vertical slice like gameplay trailer. It was weird.
yeah, when it was like flying and stuff.
I mean,
Okay.
they did
Zooming
release
out
a
and
small.
out and out, and I was like,
yeah,
what does this game
A
have to
small
do
little
anything with the
trailer.
first one? It doesn't even look remotely similar to the first
yeah,
game.
people are kind of.
It looks
put
like
off
it's a
by that.
completely different game that just has like characters.
It's
from
a
the first
different game with that
Yeah.
name, dude. That's
I
what
mean,
it
good
is.
for the people excited for it. I just have no interest in
Yeah.
it.
But so you're saying it's going to have new trailer and
New trailer, and it's coming next year.
Okay.
A date, not a window.
No window for next year.
Okay.
Just it's gonna say 2019. That's it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. My
Which
final
is gonna
prediction.
get pushed fucking 2 years. So, but.
My final prediction is everyone forgives EA for fucking up Battlefront 2, doesn't give a goddamn shit, and everyone forgets that they had the biggest issue with EA being the worst company in the world because they're going to announce a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic reboot made by EA Motive. Written partially by Mitch Dyer.
Okay. So your
it's gonna be
prediction
bad.
is that there will be
EA Motive making a new KOTOR game.
okay, that's cool.
But
okay,
it's
good.
not coming out until fucking like 3 years
I'm
from now.
not saying anything to do with the release date. I am just saying it gets announced that it's being made.
So let's
I
see.
guess.
So now this is a toss up between two.
That one's definitely not happening, but that's my long shot.
I'll go with my. I could go with one that's going to be harder to prove, but
No,
I'll go
don't
with
give
the
any
easy
of
one.
this bullshit.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going with Halo 6 trailer and
Damn it.
gameplay.
You took it off.
And gameplay. Oh, is that what you're going to do? My other one that I was
Time.
hesitant about was going to be EA is extremely quiet on loot boxes, microtransactions, and stresses heavily in their wording and their tone and marketing that they're making games for gamers, like in quotations.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
gonna be
you
hard to
progress
kinda-
through our
how do you
games by
how do you
playing,
judge
not
that?
by
I mean-
paying.
That was already like pretty obvious with the reveal.
With the
but-
Battlefield 5, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, that's going to be hard to really, like, how do you score that? So that's why Halo 6 trailer and gameplay. I'm going bold with that one.
Miguel, what is your final prediction?
Man, I'm going with the list. Let's see.
Oh, and logic behind
I-
EA Motive is because that was the studio that made Andromeda. That team merged into Motive.
Got it.
Okay. So I got two. I got one for Anthem, and I got one for Fallout 76. But I think the Anthem is pretty obvious, so I'm gonna go with 76. Fallout 76, yeah, obviously it's already announced. It's a fucking battle royal game. Because
I like
why
it.
not?
I like
People
it.
might revolt if it's a battle royale game.
You think so?
So Anthony has Fallout 76 being a Elder Scrolls Online
Specifically, no Switch version.
with no Switch version, and Miguel has BR. Solid list, solid list. Let's just run through them all quick if you weren't listening. Jeffrey, me, my PlayStation ones are Death Stranding shown, will be a lengthy video, won't know if it's gameplay or cinematic till after. Spider-Man shown with a focus on the new villain. Infamous 1 and 2 remaster. E3 general, Avengers trailer shown, no gameplay. Justice League by Rocksteady. Dead Island 2, Microsoft shows off new Japanese IP. Halo 6 trailer and gameplay. Miguel, PlayStation, Death Stranding, The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and Days Gone will have no release dates, no specific release dates. Dreams will have an exact date this year and a new PlayStation handheld. For the rest of E3, Bethesda is showing off Doom 2. EA Sports games are now services platforms. Division Battle Royale, Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer with a 2019 window, and Fallout 76 will be Battle Royale. Anthony with PlayStation has Resistance 2019, not made by Insomniac. PUBG announced for PS4 exclusive crates for all PS Plus subscribers, and Shadow Dies Twice is a Bloodborne spiritual successor, not Bloodborne 2, and it's a Sony exclusive. For general E3, I'm back style for my reveal for Michael Ironside. Will be announcing a new Splinter Cell, and he'll be playing Sam Fisher. EA reveals a new Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic reboot made by EA Motive. Nintendo shows off Metroid Prime 4 trailer. Fallout 76 has no Switch version and will be an Elder Scrolls Online style ecosystem. And lastly, Bethesda reveals Morrowind VR and or Dishonored VR. And Doom 2, but I think that's
For
Yeah,
your
I took that
Resistance
off
prediction, Anthony,
Yep.
Blue Point is doing it.
Ooh.
Oh, and that's their first
I
OG
didn't
game.
say if it was a reboot or a new game either. I just said Resistance, not made by Insomniac. So if it's a Blue Point reboot, it counts.
Yep.
I didn't even think of that. Good call, Miguel.
And then shout out Nathaniel Hicks for shooting us his own predictions. He's got Blackout, Call of Duty Blackout, the Battle Royale mode for Black Ops 4, will be shown off in some capacity. Death Stranding is announced with a release window, in his opinion, 2019-2020. Blue Point announces a new game, Ape Escape, possibly, interesting. And his wild card is Final Fantasy VII is shown off again with a possible release date, at least for the first episode, if it's still episodic. Solid predictions. Yeah, we didn't say anything Final Fantasy VII related, just because I feel like that's such a...
They're gonna show something.
It's gonna be Kingdom Hearts.
What it
heavy,
is, who knows?
Yeah, it could be Kingdom Hearts focused.
I think it's gonna be Kingdom Hearts heavy. I don't think, if anything, it's just gonna be a quick trailer saying, "Hey, we're still working on this," and that's it for Final Fantasy. I think it's gonna be heavy Kingdom Hearts 3 because that game's coming out soon, supposedly. And then Nate also gives us our only best friend question of the week. If you want to give us a question for the episode, hit us up on our Facebook, facebook.com/groups/psbestfriends. You can leave us a question anytime during the week, but we do usually do a call out around Saturdays because we record on Sundays. And Nate Hicks asks us, what is going to be the PlayStation game of the show? What is going to be the big one they show off? I think it's going to be Ghost of Tsushima, honestly. I think they're going to go all in on that.
Same.
I think that Last of Us is not going to have as much as people assume because they still kind of want to drip feed it.
Plus, we already know what the game is going to be about.
Yeah, true.
I
think there's going to be a big spotlight, I think, on Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
I feel this is
It's going to be that or Death Stranding.
My take is that the game of the show for
Sticking with
PlayStation will be whatever they show off the most. So it's not going to be they show 30 minutes of Death Stranding and then 2 minutes of The Last of Us, but then Last of Us is the game of the show. You know, like it's going to be because all their games are so powerful. I guess I don't know what the word I'm thinking is.
See,
that whatever they show off, whatever they want to focus on, will be everyone else's focus.
to me, I think that's not Death Stranding. Ghost of Tsushima is the closest to being released, in my opinion, just because they've been working
more
on
than
it
Days
for so
Gone?
long.
I think Days Gone definitely closer.
Oh, I'm saying from the three, from
Okay.
Last of Us. That's
Oh,
what I
okay,
said,
that's
that
right.
one.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, from those.
I could agree
three.
with that. I could agree with that.
And they're gonna show more of that one just because of that.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's
think
fu- I mean, that's
Last
funny
of
you
Us
say
2 is
that.
going to be a drip feed. I don't think they're going to really show that much about Last of Us. I
mean,
I'm
Ghost of
saying not
Tsushima-
Last of Us. I'm saying Ghost of Tsushima.
You're saying Ghost of
of one of
Tsushima
because they've
is-
been working.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying
Yeah, I'm
we will
saying
see more of Ghost of
Jeffrey.
Tsushima because they're going to drip feed Last of Us. They're not going to give us a lot at once.
I mean, I
Plus,
just think
that's not even ready right now.
I think it's
nor
just funny
Death
that they
Stranding.
showed off the other two games earlier, but you think Ghost of Tsushima is coming out earlier.
They had to
Dude.
show Death Stranding just because of Kojima.
Fair
and
enough.
he puts this fucking little cinematic fucking trailers
And-
that has
and-
nothing to do with the game probably.
And Neil
Uh,
said this game is nowhere close to out, but I can't not tell you guys about it. That's
Yeah.
kind of what happened
So,
with
I
that.
mean,
So
Exactly. And then for The Last of Us, we all know it's coming. And we all know it's gonna be like 3-4 years before it comes out from the original release. So I mean, and Ghost of Tsushima, we had no clue what they were working at. We
and
knew they
also,
were working at something.
Naughty Dog has
for a couple
released the
years.
game a lot more recently than Sucker Punch.
Exactly. So they had a lot more to show from Ghost, in my opinion.
How long
Albeit
after
different
Infamous
teams,
2
though.
was... No, I'm talking
Yes.
Uncharted 4. I'm not even talking Lost Legacy. How long
No,
was
I'm
Uncharted
saying,
4
yeah,
after Infamous 2?
Uncharted 4, a different team than Last of Us 1. Though they do show the way their team.
No, it was the same team.
No, Uncharted 4 is the same team
It was
as
the same
Last
team.
of Us. Lost Legacy was a different team.
I think the way it works is that like they work on one game, like they have a small main team, but then once they finish the other game, then they all come and then like form another team, and then when
Majority
they now
of
have
the
this
Uncharted
big
4 team is the same team for Last of Us, I'm pretty sure. All I'm saying is, either way, half the team was working on Uncharted 4 and half the team was working on Lost Legacy. So,
Yeah.
how
But
long
no, back to
after
answer your question. Infamous 2 was 11
launch
and
title, right? Or was
what-
right after launch?
yeah, no, Infamous 2 was 11 and Second Son was 14. So if Sucker Punch have just started working on Ghost of Tsushima in 2014, that gives us 4
How
years.
was it 11?
What? Infamous 2 was 11.
See,
11?
I know
2011. Yeah.
I know
you
that,
sure about
I
that?
said no release date for Ghost of Tsushima too, but I could see that game coming out next year, in March or in June around.
How
there.
could it have been 2011?
June 7th, 2011. It came out the same year. A bunch of exclusives actually came out with Killzone 3 and Resistance 3 and Uncharted 3 as well.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Killzone
mean.
3 was 2010.
I meant Second Son, not Infamous 2. I meant Second Son.
Yeah, Second Son was
Because there's 2
2014.
in the
was in
second.
the
That's what,
14 of
that's what I was
February.
like, what are you talking about? Because I was thinking Second Son. That's what I meant. The Second Son was 2013.
No, Second Son was
14.
2014. I keep saying
It
it.
was in February. It was a couple months after.
So that came out the same year. That didn't
launch.
come out the same year as. So when was Uncharted
the
4?
2016.
All right.
Dude,
Overwatch.
how you like?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking the wrong thing, and
Are
I
you
wasn't
high
paying
or
attention to what you were
something?
saying while I was thinking about it.
Either way, yeah. So 4 years development for Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I mean, I could see it coming out earliest.
You know, one of the other things, for Days Gone, that's definitely gonna get shown a trailer and a release date for
I
early
thought
next
that's one
year.
of the ones you said it's not getting a release date.
No, I didn't say
That's what Jeff wrote.
Days Gone. I said
said the
Last
big-
of Us, The Last of Us 2,
Yeah,
Death
you wrote
Stranding,
Days Gone
and
in that.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Jeff wrote Days Gone in your prediction, but you didn't.
Oh,
mean
okay.
that, so
I
I'm
was
deleting it.
Oh,
because I thought you
mean-
said the 4.
No, I thought I was thinking
You
of
originally said the 4. and
Spider-Man,
then-
but I took it out.
Alright.
I wasn't thinking of Days Gone because I know that game's gonna get a fucking date for next year,
Yeah,
early
Days Gone
next
has
year.
to.
That
All right,
game's
so
pretty
that's
much done
our
already.
predictions show. If you have any predictions before E3 begins, send them in. We'll read them off next week and tell you if you got them right or not. Because the show will be live. So now, what showcase is Tuesday?
So
So
E3
what
is
showcase-
happening
so
next
actually-
week, and the schedule is looking like, if you didn't yet check or if it's sneaking up on you, EA's conference is on Sunday. I'm not going to give times just because time zones are all fucked up. Then on restart. EA conference is on Saturday. Sunday is Microsoft and Bethesda. Monday is Square Enix, Ubisoft, and then the PlayStation media briefing. The 12th on Tuesday is just Nintendo's Direct, and Wednesday is nothing, and that's it for all of them.
So because Jeffrey's going away, we might have to do a little bit of an unorthodox episode structure next week. It might be Miguel and I, and we might try to get Jeff in, but because he's going to be on the road, who knows what his situation is going to look like with internet and all that. You're staying with your friend, but I mean, who knows what your schedule is going to look like. So we may or may not have Jeff with us on the initial show, but maybe we'll try and do like a second E3 reaction show a little later in the week instead of maybe we'll do that instead of Cocktail Hour next week.
Yeah, I'll definitely be posting a lot of show floor reports. Let me know, listeners, what the best way you guys would like to consume them are. I was going to do some vlogs and put them on the YouTube channel. Would you want me to post some just like floor voice recordings, like solo, like a solo podcast, and then just post that on the feed? Let me know how you guys would like a first-timer E3 person going to report stuff back to you. What questions do you have for what it's like to be at E3 as a small organization and just wandering around? Send those in at psbestfriendspod@gmail.com, on Twitter at psbfpodcast, or on Facebook, facebook.com/groups./psbestfriends. I would really love to know what you guys would like to see.
So I'm thinking, replace Cocktail Hour with our E3 show. It'll just be a normal episode, but instead of a structured news, we'll just say, like, this happened at this conference, this happened at this conference. Mainly talk about PlayStation, but we'll touch on other stuff. Do we want to do, because we're not doing Game Time this week, for our normal Tuesday release, do we want to just do a Game Time episode where it's just us doing Game Time? Just to have something to give you guys out there listening. Because we're obviously not going to be able to talk about the Sony showcase if we record at our normal time, because it's before the Sony showcase. Oh, thoughts?
Was that to us or the listeners?
To you? Anyone?
We could talk about it later.
We'll
Alright,
figure
well,
that out, yeah.
Keep an eye out, again. Our just go ahead and assume our full E3 show will be replacing Cocktail Hour next week.
Yeah, sounds good. But yeah, and thus ends the show.
Yeah, so again, if you want to hit us up on anything, you can turn the episode back about a minute and a half. Hear everything Jeff said. Time for our Patreon shout-outs.
Shouts out to Jake Malore, Nathaniel Hicks, and Jack Tersey. Once again, you can enter this shouts out section, promote your podcast, promote your art project, promote your music album by going to patreon.com/psbestfriends.
Back us at the $2 or more level. Nate does have a show that he does with me called Hello There, Star Wars Podcast. You can check that out on podcast services around the globe. He also has a new project he is working on, which I will announce as soon as he's ready to let me announce it. So keep an eye out for that as well. Also, please don't forget, subscribe to us. Give us a 5-star rating on iTunes preferably, but really any podcast subscription service you use. iTunes would just be especially helpful. But that 5-star rating is going to get us up the charts for gaming and hobbies, and that will get more listeners, which will get more people into the Facebook group, which again is facebook.com/groups/psbestfriends. If you want to come hang out there, ask us questions. Sometimes I stream there. If Miguel is streaming to Twitch, he'll post that he is live on Twitch into the Facebook group. So definitely check us out there. And Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me at PlayStation Network, Dark Angel 1010, and check out for YouTube for my latest video for Fortnite. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be good.
I'm really interested to see it. I had no idea you were even working on that until we recorded today, so I'm going to go check that out myself. So we'll get at least one view. But if you want to check that out on YouTube, just type in the search bar PS Best Friends. Give us a subscribe if you don't mind. Once we hit that 100 subscriber mark, we can get a custom URL, and then it's easier to have everyone.
Probably fucked it up.
I think they bumped it up to like 1,000 or something.
No, I thought that was like daily views or something. I don't know. Fuck YouTube. Jeff, where can people find you?
You can find me on PSN Brawl96, and remember, please let me know what you guys would like to see at E3. You can hit me up on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Twitter will probably be best at Mr. MR Brawl96, one word. We know we're increasing in listeners, so new listeners out there, thanks for listening, and give us some feedback. We'd love to hear what
Share
you
with
guys
your
have to
friends.
think. Share with your friends, 100%. And Anthony?
And you can find me on PSN, the only X188. That's ONE, and then the numbers 88. It is the same thing for Xbox and Steam. If you want to play Hearthstone with me, you can add me on Battle.net, the only X188, hashtag 1470. You can also follow me on Twitter at Anthony Palm. World Cup's coming up, so if you like the World Cup, like world football, you can show me some hot takes about the World Cup. Hit me up on there. Thank you again for listening in. This has been PS Best Friends, episode 55, our very special E3 prediction show. And we will catch you all sometime next week.
Peace.